I'm going to give away a free antique book. Yes, that's just the kind of guy I am. I've got to read it first, but here we go. I'm going to tell you a bit about it. And here it is, the old antique book I'm going to give away. I'll let you know how you can get your hands on this in a minute. I'm going to give it away for free, including postage. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. I don't care. I will post it to you because I want you to share the joy of old books. Now, this I've just bought from this lovely little town in Derbyshire called Matlock, Bath. So I've been filming the Antiques Road Trip down in the south of England, and I live in the north of England, and I'm heading home. But rather than what I've been doing for 20 years is driving endless miles, getting home late at night, I just can't do it anymore. I'm worn out. So before I burn out, I stayed over last night. I'm going to have lunch here in this little town. And fortunately for me, I did visit here because this book, it's a history book. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're not interested in history or not, because the book itself is just fascinating. It is an old Derbyshire library book. And bear in mind, I'm in Derbyshire, so it hasn't travelled very far. And it's all about William of Orange. So King William, King Billy, who came to the British throne in 1689. There he is. There's the author, G.J. Renier, PhD. It's a little bit academic in places, but it's actually quite an easy read. And in all honesty, I've almost devoured it within about 2 hours. So you can have it probably by the end of tomorrow. I'll be looking for someone to send this to. But I want to talk to you about what you can do with old books, how you can make money out of them, and what to look out for, because this is vital. And luckily, remember, it's not rocket science. And before I forget, I must tell you about this at the back there. Look at that. The library history. I mean, that just blows my mind. I'll come back to that. I want to show you the front cover. So if you've got books at home, bear with me, I'm doing this all one-handed. If you've got books at home, don't just look at them and think that's an old rat bag of a book, just throw it away. For goodness sake, don't. You might be throwing away thousands of pounds or thousands of dollars. Simple enough. Look at the date. Look at this book. Look at the dates. It says there, first published in 1932. Then a later publication, this one, 1939. So in other words, this is a second or third print, second or third edition. If that just said printed 1932 and no evidence anywhere else of any other later date, then the chances are you have a first edition. And first edition books, doesn't matter about the quality, about the condition, they're the ones that can be worth fortunes. And I mean, not just thousands, tens of thousands of pounds. So check that out first. But also what I want to talk about is what you get from an old book. Now, I do a lot of researching, obviously, with antiques, and I write my own books. And so I'm always researching, and I get a great thrill out of researching. And the internet, Google, is absolutely wonderful for that. But old books like this, you get so much more out of them, so much more pleasure in the research and the reading. And this reads like a novel because the information is fascinating. William of Orange, who was a Dutchman, I knew a little bit about, not a great deal about, but that period from 1689 onwards for a little while is known, I refer to it, we in the antiques business, as the William and Mary period. And it describes designs in furniture and styles and fashions, the William and Mary style fashion. But I didn't know very much about William of Orange. But within a very short period of time, I've discovered so much. I mean, King Charles II, the Restoration King, his father first had his head chopped off during the English Civil War. Well, I didn't know that William of Orange was related to him. He was the King Charles II was his uncle. And Mary, from William and Mary, the Queen, was English, and she was his cousin. I didn't know any of this, and I didn't know about the character of William. It's all in the book. So whether you're interested in history or not, I think you'll like the book. And it's just so tactile. And again, I talk about antiques and having a connection to real people long gone, which I love. And the fact that it's a way of travelling through time. Antiques are, so are books, because I'm going to go back to the back page here. I'll let you know how you can have this book in a second. Look at this. I just love this. The issue dates from the library in Derbyshire. starts in 1948. It's a bit blurry. 1948. The book was printed in 39, so this is probably the second printout for whatever, you know, when they date stamp them in the library. But what's amazing is this: loads of people reading it. 49, 50, 59, 55, 61, 1961, and then nothing. After 1961 to 1977, the final entry, nothing went on. And then from 1977, nothing afterwards. Coincidentally, 1977, it was the 25th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II on the throne, the silver anniversary, and we're celebrating the even bigger anniversary right now. Just a nice little connection to 2022. But where has this book been in the past 40 years? Where has it been since 1977? I mean, it's barely travelled any distance at all, because we're in Derbyshire right now. Somebody forgot to take it back to the library, and I've just bought it out of a box for a £5 note. I mean, that was a bargain, an absolute bargain. But still, there you go. I just want to show you what you look out for first editions, and to explain to you the thrill you get from reading old books on obscure topics. You'd be surprised. It's just so much better than Googling. That's what I'm trying to say. And they're out there, the bargains. And if you're lucky, and if it was a first edition, you might well make some money. So all you're going to do, if you fancy it, just like the video, make a comment down below, and then over the next couple of days, I'll just, at random, I promise it'll be random, I'll just pick somebody, let you know that you are the lucky winner, whether you want it or not. Then just send me an email through my website. I'll give you all the information, and I will post it to you wherever you are in the world, and I guarantee you will get great pleasure from it. Just do me one favor, read it, get pleasure from it, and then pass it on to somebody else. Anyway, hope you're all well and jolly. I better hit the road because I really do need to get home at some point. Thanks for watching. See you soon.